technology today, so there's been a lot of kerfuffling going on, but hopefully we are live and we're in the Lizzie Curtis page. I kind of fingers crossed on this because we're trying something new, and hopefully the sound is in sync with me just about. But I wanted to do a Facebook Live today all about my Gold Club, because at the end of every month I always remind everybody that's on my Lizzie Curtis page what a great place the Gold Group is, and it's a good reminder, and I love to do it because we get some new guys joining us, and we also get, so you can see the new patterns for February. Normally they go in the shop for you, it will be March, but it's nice to have that sort of preview, if you like. If you didn't want to join the Gold Club, then you can obviously, you can wait until March, but I wanted to sort of talk you through it really. Now I'm just going to get myself up on my Facebook page. It says Lizzie Curtis is live. I'm going to turn the sound down because otherwise we hear another, you know, me again. So let's just turn that down. Oh, it looks like I'm live. Oh, all good here as well. Thank goodness for that. Oh, we have been doing technology all this morning, and I'm rather hoping that this is okay. It looks okay to me. Now, the great thing about doing this live is that, again, like I said, we'll start from the beginning, that I can show you what we're finishing with in the Gold Club for January and what we're then leading on to into February. Now, a lot of you will have heard me talk before about the Gold Club and what it's all about, but I'm going to remind those that have joined me who really don't know what the Gold Club is all about. And it's one of those fantastic groups where you can join via my website, lizziecurtis.com, and you go to the little tab that says Join Gold Group. And the great thing about that is it's a very simple process. You pay £5 a month or £60 annually to join the group. Now, all of the patterns and everything you need to know, video tutorials, news information about what Facebook Lives we're doing in the month in the Gold Group, it's all on the website. Once you gain access by joining up, then you can go into the Gold Members page, which is again on the website, and in there will be all this month's patterns. Well, later on today will be next month's patterns, and you'll get the video tutorials as well, which is always useful. Plus you're going to get like the dates of when I go live. Now, I go live in my Gold group, okay, not on Liz Curtis, not on Lizzie Curtis. It's a special Gold group. It's a secret group. You can't join it unless you've joined the website. So it's great because it means that's part of your fee, is that you're allowed into the Gold group. We've got over 530 members, I think, for the last count. Actually, there's more members, but not all of them go onto Facebook. So it's about 535 on Facebook at the last count, I think. So it's quite a big group. It's a lot of fun going on. We have lots of things going on all the time. I set challenges, and my admin team, they set challenges as well. We've had competitions this month already too. So it's a great place to be, and it's nothing. You know, sometimes Facebook gets a bad press, and it's absolutely not a bad place to be. It's a great place to be. And yesterday I asked for everybody to share their photos of things that they've made through January, and I have never seen so many. Some people have made 3 or 4 projects, some people have made like 10, 15 projects. So I suppose it depends what your situation is as to how much you've created. But it was wonderful to see everybody's makes, and then they're not always my patterns, they're patterns from other places. We don't share that pattern information. It's all about the gold patterns really, but I do love to see everybody else's creations. So yeah, so it's a great place to be, and of course it's a real community, and you get welcomed in once a week on a Thursday. You get welcomed in, And on a Thursday I always do a Facebook Live event in the Gold group. Now last week, I don't know if you saw my picture on this page on Lizzie Curtis, but last week we had Stuart Hillard, and Stuart came into the group as a guest for an hour, and it was absolutely fantastic. And not only did he give all of the Gold group members a discount on his website, but also he gave them a free download from his current book, which, my goodness me, that is so generous. And I think the members of the group were absolutely, well, I know they were absolutely thrilled by it. Now, looking at that, over the next 6-7 months, I have got sewing celebrities lined up for every month up until June. I've got another one in my head for July, but I've got everybody booked. They're all celebrities. Some of them have been on the Sewing Bee, like Stuart. There's another one coming up that's going to be on has been on the Sewing Bee. We've also got people that are on Create and Craft, on Hochanda, and on Sewing Street. So we're covering all the bases here. Now, you cannot see that unless you are a member of the Gold group. It's certainly something that I will never share outside of that group. It's totally private, which is amazing. And they are very kind to come along and do this for us. And you know what, everybody benefits, because we have a lovely time. We certainly had a lovely time with Stuart, and I know he had a good time, and also we have the benefits of a little bit of a sneaky discount here and there of his products. And of course this will continue with our celebrity guests all through the year. So that's absolutely amazing. And like I say, because it's a secret group, nobody else can see it. So you can only see it if you are a Gold member. And that's one of the perks. So for £5, you might say, gosh, that's a lot of money. It absolutely isn't. It really isn't. It's great value for money, because you get 3 patterns for free every month. They then go into my shop the following month for £4.99 each. So already that's for £15, just about. £15 worth of patterns, and believe me, my patterns do get downloaded. They are popular makes, so they don't just sit there and fester. They actually do sell. So I know that the patterns are a great inspiration and a great way forward for a lot of sewers, whether you're a new sewer or whether you're an experienced sewer. So you get the 3 free patterns, and each one of those patterns has a video tutorial that we do here. We shoot. You see the background I've got here, well, that's what you'll see on the videos. And this month actually I'm wearing this top, so I kind of keep the theme throughout the whole of the time, you know, doing the videos. So we also get the Facebook Live, so every week we do that, and you will probably get, more than likely, you'll get another pattern, a little freebie, a little easy gift, not an easy gift, an easy pattern to follow, something simple. Maybe we'll do a technique. A couple of 3 weeks ago we did, I used the embellisher machine, and we did some free motion embroidery, we used some wash away stabilizer, we used tear away stabilizer. So we do an awful lot of things, and I'll demonstrate, or I'll have a guest that demonstrates, and we will cover a lot of things. So that's all part of your £5. Also, you obviously get the special celebrity guest that comes along once a month, usually at the end of the month. As well, so that's all part of your fee too. So if that isn't good value for money, I really don't know what is. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Oftentimes I think the group should be a lot bigger because of the amount of value you get, because it's not just the 3 patterns which you get, is so much more, and the group is incredibly supportive on Facebook, so that's the way to go. All of the Facebook Lives are actually downloaded onto my website in the Gold members page. So if you're not a Facebook lover, I think you would be if you're watching me now, but you may not be that keen, you can always watch them on the website, and I rotate them in a 4-week cycle. So you get, so let me think, I've done Stuart's, I've done the big pattern reveal with our Gold ladies and gents last night, so that'll go on the website, and I'll replace it, so it's on this rolling cycle. And if you ever want to see anything, for goodness sake, say, because I will absolutely do it for you. We also have on the website Pattern of the Month. At the moment it's Trini, and Trini is a lovely, lovely pattern. It's using half a zip. If you remember on Making It Monday last week we did half a zip. Well, it's a similar thing, and Trini is £2 until probably late tonight, early tomorrow, depends on when I get round to changing it. So that's roughly what the gold group is all about. It's a really, really super place to be, and I really urge you to just try it out. Try it out for a month, see how you get on, see if you like it. Become part of the Facebook group, because that's all part of it. So the other thing I wanted to say, that this month I was going to do something a little different, because normally a couple of days before the end of the month I'll say to you, if you join up today, you will get access to the January patterns. So you get access to Janet, which is a beautiful pouch on a belt, which you can wear around you. And I use mine when I don't have pockets in my joggers, pyjamas, slouchy pants, yoga pants, okay, sometimes jeans, sometimes proper trousers, very rare. But anyway, if I don't have any pockets, I'll put Janet on, and my phone sits perfectly in there. Let me show you. So you've got a zip to put in. Well, my phone is on, so I'm going to be careful. And it just slips in there, and we can then do it up, and I can just wear it around my waist or my hips. And let's pop that down carefully. I was going to try and see comments. I'm not sure I can. Let's have a look. So that's one of the free patterns. I have to say, I have seen loads of these, and one lady in the group has made 6 already, and that's just in this last 4 weeks. So it is a great pattern, and we learn how to I obviously put a zip on a curve here, how to use the plastic buckles on the webbing. So we learn things all the time. You can put an extra pocket in there if you want to. I give you the basic pattern, you can do with it as you wish, and you can sell whatever you make. And these would make a great craft stall sell, and we will be doing craft stalls, ladies and gents, by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure of it. What do you reckon? I'm not going to promise. It's nothing to do with me. The other pattern we had was Jack. Now, Jack is our 1-star. So when I talk about 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, Janet is a 2-star. It's actually a little sewing machine. I'll show you in a sec. It's a little sewing machine at the top of the pattern, and it will tell you. And Jack, J-A-C, is a pattern that's a 1-star, because it's really easy. And when I January for me was all about travel. So everything I created was about travel, and because we will be able to do it, I'm sure, very soon, I'm sure. So Jack was all about holding your documents, your passports. You can see what it looks like. It just folds up into a wallet. There we go. Bit of fussy cutting with the butterfly. Beautiful, bright lining. And again, in the group, I have seen probably 30 or 40 of these have been made, and I know lots of people don't post their photos, so I know it's probably twice that many. So Jack was a 1-star, Janet was a 2-star. Now these patterns are still on the Gold Members page on the website, and I'm going to tell you a little something in a second about this. The third one is Jenny. I had to think for a minute. I've still got to put my clasp on this one. You can see there's a pin still there. I've got a beautiful twist clasp to put on here, and I still need half an hour to do that, and I haven't found that half an hour yet. But Jenny is a backpack. Look at that. That's Jenny. And actually with this one I twisted the straps, which means that it fits closer to the body and closer to the shoulders. And again, we're using beautiful plastic buckles there, and a green lime zip across here to do matching the pockets. So you've got one big pocket in the front. There we go, one big pocket in the front, and in the back you've got 2 half pockets here. And of course you could also divide this up in half as well. You could sort of close that off and have that as an enclosed pocket there, and stitch just nearly up to the zip, and you could have this one open. So there's lots of things you can do with Jenny, and she's a lovely super duper duper backpack, and that is a 3-star rating because there's that little bit more sort of level of difficulty with Jenny. And in actual fact, I'm running a website. I'm running a workshop on that the end of February, which has sold out by the way, but I was running a workshop on that. Maybe we'll do it again later in the year, but there we are. So that is your 3rd pattern, and that is still available on the website. So for £5, that £5 buys you those patterns, and please download them. And I'm pleading to my gold ladies and gents as well, please download them because they forget and then we have to send them to them. So download the patterns straight away. I know you can open them up as PDFs and look at them, and you can follow the pattern on your screen, but please download and save them to a file on your device, whatever you're using. It's probably the best thing to say. So let me just have a quick look to see who's watching and who's made any comments on here. We've got lots of people watching. Gosh, here we go. Nikki Grimes says, I'm new to the Gold Club and so looking forward to learning new skills and making new friends. We've also got Kath on here. She says it's fantastic value and a fab community. Caroline says, do you put the lives on YouTube as well? Well, the lives come from YouTube, but they're private. You can only see the lives on the Facebook page. The lives are different because there's a lot of chat, you know, and people on YouTube really hate that. I know. If ever I put a Facebook Live on YouTube, I get so many because I chat and I talk. That's what I do. And people hate it. So I don't ever put the lives on YouTube. The videos that we do, which are professionally done, they go on to YouTube the following month because that's when the patterns go into the shop. And that makes sense. But like I said, the Facebook Lives, they are on the Gold Members page for that month. And then the only way to see them is on the Facebook group. I know there's a lot of websites and groups and Facebook and this, that and the other, but if you think about it, it does make sense. So let's have a look. Jeeta says, it's fantastic value for money and it's such a friendly group. I have not paid these people to say this. Audrey says, I've learnt so much and gained sewing confidence. Hello to Gillian as well, because Gillian and I used to work together. So hi to Gillian, thank you for watching. Audrey says they are great patterns, and Adrian says, oh mum, your top is lovely. Thank you, Adrian. This is my February top. So all the videos have been filmed using this top. I always do that. When you look back over my videos over the last 2 or 3 months, the top is the same. I do wash it in between videos. Too much information. But I always choose a new top to wear throughout all the videos, and then for maybe when I do a Facebook Live about it all, I'll wear it. I didn't in the gold group last night. They didn't moan at me. Let's have a look, see if there's any other comments. Audrey says Stuart was awesome. Yes, he was. It was lovely. Sally says, oh, she's saying hi to Kimmy. Lovely to see you here. And Celia says, definitely a great group to join. I love it. And Kim says, hi Lizzie and Auntie Sally. Hi Auntie Sally. So there's lots of people watching. Oh, Melita, you sent me 50 stars. Thank you so much. See, that's the other thing you can do now on my Facebook lives. You can send me stars, which is lovely. I do like a star or two. It's really lovely. Julie says about the Gold Club, you will really enjoy it. And Kath's having a sideways conversation with Leslie. Leslie says she's really interested in joining your Gold Club, my Gold Club. And Kath said you would love it, Leslie. And it's true. Let's have a look. So I'm not sure if I've read most of them now. So if not, I can always catch up with those later. But It's just great to be here to talk to you about it, because although I do this regularly, I always talk to you at the end of every month about the Gold Club, because it's very important to me. All of my waking hours is spent designing, sewing, creating something for the group. I'm in the group, chatting to everybody, and yeah, very important. Right. So you've seen the January patterns, you've seen the sort of things that you can make, okay? Now, just as a special treat, and I don't do this very often, I'm keeping those patterns on there for the next 3 or 4 days. Now, normally, at the end of every month, I whip them off, they go into the shop, and they'll go into the shop anyway. They go into the shop, the videos get put into the video tutorial section on the website, and if you join after the 1st of February, let's say, normally, you don't get access to January patterns. It's only fair, because all of the ladies and gents have paid for those patterns in January, and it's only fair that now new members have to start with those current month's patterns, okay? So normally tomorrow those patterns will be gone, okay, and what you'd be getting is the February patterns, which I'll show you in a sec. But this time, as a sort of a special treat for any new members joining till, well, it's definitely going to be after Making It Monday, because I'm going to talk about it a little bit then. So let's say Tuesday. So today is Sunday. So you've got 48 hours to join the Gold group, to download the January patterns, and to enjoy the new February patterns as well. But you need to save them. I can only stress that. You need to save them. So that's my special treat to you, that I don't normally do that. I normally whip them away and you can't have them. It's only fair to the paying members that paid for them in January. So let's have a quick look, see if anything else is being said, and please talk amongst yourselves, because I'll repeat your conversations, and thank you so much for your stars. So patterns for February. So we'll start off with the 1 star, and the 1 star is Frankie. I don't know if this is going to be the wrong way round. Oh, I don't think it is. I think we're right way round. So Frankie is the sewing machine mat. Now, I asked a lot of the members what sort of patterns they would like for this year, and one of them was the sewing machine mat, and etc, etc. So with this one, we've got a few things to learn. Depends on your level, it's a 1 star, okay? So we're going to be learning how to do patchwork and how to put basic squares together, how to quilt it. So in other words, all of these squares, I'll show you in a sec, all of these squares have been quilted really easily through the points, so it's nice and like a crosshatch. And then we've used the backing fabric as the binding. So instead of doing separate binding, we've actually used the backing fabric, and we've brought that round to the front. And I show you in the video and in the instructions as well how to use the backing as binding, okay, which we've never done before in the group, okay. You may well have done that already a gazillion times, but lots of the ladies and gents that I talk to every day may not have done that. So it's a lovely, lovely thing to actually learn how to do that and have your hand held every step of the way because of the video and the super instructions. And I say super, I don't proofread them, so I can say they're super duper because Kath does the proofreading for me. Hurrah! So, so you can see I've got a blue one and a pink one. Now the blue one is the one that I made for the pattern, for all the pictures. And the pink one, which is just too delicious for words, is the video, okay? So you'll see the blue one in the pattern and you'll see the pink one in the video. And if I just whip this one away, that's not so easy to do, but I'll try. See if I can lift this up and pull it out. Ooh, ooh, there we go. Crikey. You'll see that, so you can see how that's done with the backing coming up to the front to make the pockets. And what I decided to do, I want you to have a look, I've used 2 squares as one pocket, 2 squares as another, and then there's a little one, just a 1 square on the end, and that's the one that's furthest away from you on the mat, and that will take your scissors. So anything that's in these 2 big pockets is safe on your legs, safe on your legs. You're not going to scratch yourself or cut yourself or damage yourself. So in there you can put your bobbins and your spools of thread and your quilting clips, not pins. All those things that like tape measures, your spare pair of glasses, whatever it is, they can go in the bigger pockets at the front. And if I flip this round, you'll be able to see that glorious piece of patchwork there, which has been all cross-hatched. So if I turn this around, just spotted a thread. There's always a thread. You can see that the backing, how beautiful is that? And that's what's been used to bring to the fore, if you like, to do the binding. So I teach you how to do that. If you already know, great. If you don't, even better. So that is Frankie. And Frankie is the 1 star. So you see a little sewing machine up the top there, and that's a 1 star. So Freya is the cover. And Freya is a 2 star. There's a couple of reasons for it. So Freya is your sewing machine cover with a big pocket at the front, okay, which I talk about on the video. And actually, you can actually split this pocket in half. So here you can see the pink version. That's the video. This one is the pattern. Oops, let's stand that up again. And you could, if you wanted to, you could stitch that pocket down the front and create 2 big pockets, or just have the 1 pocket to put your table in. That's what I prefer, but you might want to divide that up. Now, Freya is 2 star or 2 sewing machine because we've got the patchwork, the quilting, we've also got putting the pocket on, but also, more importantly, we've got piping. Ah. I can hear you all scream. Yes, piping. So that's what makes Freya a 2 star, because we've added another extra technique, okay? So if I bring in the one without crash banging too many things that I've got behind me, the blue one, here we go, there we go. You can see, and of course they never stand, do they? I don't like foam. I'm not a keen foam person, so you can make yours with foam if you want to. But can you see that I've used, first of all, a lovely contrasting blue, but also I've put piping on there. So for those of you that have always wanted to know how to do piping, it's so easy, you'll kick yourself. That's what it looks like. And again, we've used a similar technique as we did with Frankie, but this time we've quilted just the wadding and the top patchwork piece. The lining is separate, whereas in Frankie, it's all 3 layers together that create the actual piece, if you like, the project. But with this one, it does look nice on screen, doesn't it? I really love how that's looking. But this time we've used 5-inch squares. So you could use that charm pack that's been sitting there for goodness knows how long. Or you could use 1 big plain piece of fabric, and I've given you the dimensions of that big piece that goes over the body of the actual cover. So you can please yourself whether you do patchwork or whether you do just a regular piece of fabric. But the main thing is that we're learning several things. We're learning how to put patchwork together in the simplest form, which is the squares. We're also learning how to do quilting and keeping it simple so it's achievable. And also the piping here, which is just far too delicious for words. In the pink version, I've used a stripy pink and white fabric, and it looks like candy floss. It's just so beautiful. The fabric I've used is like a flannelette. It's not a quilting cotton, you know, you don't have to use quilting cotton for everything. It's like a flannelette material. It's a worn and wash fabric. So beautiful. It actually, to the touch, it's almost wasted. I actually want to wear this because it's so warm and cozy. So that is Freya. Okay, so the last pattern for February, which is always exciting because it's, first of all, it's more techniques. It's usually, I say usually a bag, it usually is a bag because there's always more techniques in a bag. If you think about it, January was the backpack. So you're going to, for the third sort of 3-star one, you're going to get a bag of some sort. So we have, let me show you the pattern, it's actually called Flora. And that's what Flora looks like. You can see it's got a 3-star at the top there. And it's a beautiful bag. Beautiful. I love it so much. So this, I'll show you the pattern version first. So this is the pattern version. It's got thread on it. Everything has thread on it. I go downstairs and there's thread everywhere. Anyway, so that is the pattern version. Oh, it's just, that's it. I pressed that before and it's just folded on back on itself. And you can see what it looks like. So it's 3-star for a reason. First of all, it's got pleats. So in the, you can just about see it's got pleats just offset, okay? And then again on the back we've got pleats. So another technique that you may not have used before, but we've got the pleating. The second thing, which is super exciting, is it has an invisible zip. So look, I bet you didn't even notice it was there. So we've got an invisible zip. So it means that you've got a very, very secure pocket in the front there. So you could put cash in there, nobody would ever know. Because when that's done up, the telltale sign is that. But, you know, if somebody wants to steal anything out of your bag, they're not going to know what that is, okay? They're not like us, educated. They're not going to know that that's an invisible zip. But there we are. So you have that pocket there. And then, of course, you've got some really nice handles. These will actually go over your shoulder quite easily. So can you see it sits really nicely. Great for a wedding. There will be times when we're going to be going to a wedding. And also inside, and you're not going to be able to see this very well, but inside, let me just scrunkle that down a little bit. There you go. You've got gathering. Okay? Okay. So 3-star for a reason. Pleats, invisible zip, gathering. And I talk you through all of those things properly and professionally in the pattern and certainly on the video. And we get close-ups. Sometimes it's too close up. It's too close up. And I'll say, please, come out of it. But no, you've got to see the technique. So that is Flora. And this is the video version. So this is the one that I made for the video. Oh, I haven't shown you the magic trick of it yet, have I? So again, see, should be 4 stars. It's got a magic trick. So this is the video version. I'm just adoring that fabric. It's French cotton. It is too delicious for words. Again, we've got the pleating at the front there. Can you see? Yeah. You've got the gathering inside for the lining, and it's important that we have the gathering, okay? It's not just a whim that we do gathering. Can you see it's got gathering there? And then we've got the long straps. And of course you could top stitch this, you could add a button detail, you could add a bow detail, you could add a bit of lace across there. Don't forget we have an invisible zip. So once again, you've got a pocket tucked in there that nobody will know about. Absolutely perfect for putting something really super secret in there, like your bar of chocolate, something like that. Now, the trick with this particular bag with Flora is because we've got the gathers inside, because we've got the pleats on the outside, if you can imagine that, that's a lot of fabric somewhere or other. So if we put our hand in there, we can expand our bag. Look at that. It's a bit like a TARDIS. And in some ways it's a bit like Sequoia, my ever popular bag that's still being downloaded so many times. You've got the option of expanding, look. So from quite a flat bag, there we are, I'll show you. It's quite skinny. Because of the pleating, because of the gathering, it allows you to open that up. I'm just admiring it on my screen because it's so pretty. It's the fabric I'm admiring, guys, not my handiwork. But it shows that you could take this, you know, away with you on a weekend. Maybe you're going shopping. Maybe you go, because this will happen, I promise. But maybe you're going to go away and unexpectedly you come across the shops. How lovely. What a treat that's going to be. You can actually expand this and you can put lots of things in your bag. So you go with a very neat little bag and you come back with a little fat bag. But the idea is, because we've got the gathering and the pleating and the, you know, the fabric to match that, if you like, it means that you can expand it beautifully. I'll show you that again. I think it's absolutely fab. I love how that's worked. Sometimes actually for this bag it took me over a week every day of working it out mathematically, because I'm pretty number blind, so I have to really work hard to get it to work. I do an awful lot of templates and paper folding and things like that to make it work. So yeah, it's taken me you might not think that's a long time, but if you're doing it sort of 7-8 hours a day for over a week, and that's 7 days a week, actually that's a lot of time. Especially when you've got 2 more patterns thinking, oh, I've got to fit those in. So yeah, as I say, there's the secret pocket there, and that is the 3rd pattern for February. So we have, let's see if we can get them in the right order. We have Flora, we have Freya, which is just beautiful, and you've got the piping, don't forget. Oops. And you've got Frankie. I knew I'd get myself in a muddle. There we go. And Frankie. Now you see, with Frankie, you don't have to make it into a mat, because I bring this bottom piece up right at the end. We've done all the binding, and I bring this up right at the end to make the pockets, and actually it would make the most amazing little baby mat. Now, it's nothing complicated. The idea is that they're star rated for a reason, because it's a nice, quick, easy make. This is the sort of thing that you could make for a friend as a little gift, because first of all, if she stitches, then she's got a mat to put her machine on, and trust me, it's really quite useful to have a mat. But also you can not turn this bit, and you could make it into a baby mat or something like that. Especially if you're using this gorgeous flannelette material. It's so super gorgeous. So there we are. So that is a little bit, well, a lot about the Gold Club. Like I say, it's £5 a month to join, and it's you get the 3 patterns that I've just shown you, plus for a limited time till Tuesday, probably we'll do Tuesday at 6, something like that. Then you're going to get the January patterns as well as complimentary to me, from me to you. And you will also get a Facebook Live with me every single Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. in the Gold group, nowhere else, it's private. And we've also got a celebrity, a proper kosher celebrity every month coming into the group, giving up an hour of their time to actually talk to you about themselves, how they started sewing, you know, their history. Gosh, the things we covered with Stuart was absolutely awesome, and I have to say it was a treat. It was a real treat to have him, and the ladies and Peter and Robert really loved having him there. And of course he gave us the privilege of a download from his latest book, and we got discounts on his shop, and I think we probably cleared him out. So it's quite lucrative for the guest, I have to say. Hold on a minute. So it's a win-win situation when you join the group. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look on my phone. What I should have done was got my iPad Pro, because I can read it better. Sherry says, come back with a little fat bag. I love it. Let's have a look. Jennifer Taylor's watching. Hi Jenny, how are you? Let's have a look. I can't see what else. Oh, Julie says, oh no, Nia, yes, Julie says, glad I found this group, will sit back and learn. I've now broken 3, and I can't see the rest of that, so I'll find out later. What could it be? I've broken 3 needles, possibly. Do you know what? I can't remember. Yes, I was just about to say, I can't remember the last time I broke a needle, but I was doing some free motion stitching actually in the group, and I was free motioning a piece of work that I just used on the embellisher, and in that piece of work was sequins, and I'd forgotten that I'd put sequins in there, and of course I broke 3 needles trying to free motion stitch through sequins. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'd forgotten. So yeah, so I haven't got many more comments, so I can't read them out, but please, Stephanie says, does the bag have a top zip as well? No, it doesn't. And of course you could put one in. There's absolutely no reason why you can't put one in, and that would be so simple to do, okay, because you just sandwich it between these 2 pieces of the panels, the top panels, and you could even put it in the top and overlap it a bit so it comes out here, and then you could have a zippy bit there. But it's quite a narrow top. I mean, obviously you can get your hand in, but for extra security, I think that's a brilliant idea, absolutely. Or what you could do, just thought something else, is to take a tab across here and have a magnetic clasp going from the front to the back. Obviously mind your invisible zip if you put one in. Oh, well, I remember. And in the video I talk about this. So although I've got that invisible zip going across there, it's quite tricky because the invisible zip starts and finishes there where my fingers are, okay? They starts here, finishes there. Try and do that so you can see it. And it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's obviously doable because I've done it. But if you're a little bit intimidated by that, there's no reason why you can't put an invisible zip all the way across. That is so much easier, okay? So it's all the way across. And if you don't want to use an invisible zip, then use a regular zip, okay? And go all the way across. You need to think about your pocket. To be honest, I would still keep the pocket as it was, and you just have a little bit of a gap here when you undo the zip. But you could extend the pocket out so it's the same as the side seams. All these things are doable. You just need to think a little bit about how that's going to look. And do a mock-up. Get a piece of calico or some cotton poplin or an old sheet or something and have a little mock-up of what you want to achieve. But once you've got the basics, then you can make it yours. You can personalise it, can't you? Which I love. So, yes, you made us all jump. What was that then? Audrey, why did I make you jump? Did I shout? Probably did. So, I'm just going to look. Here we go. Jackie says, I'm so glad I came and put this on as I always thought you needed Zoom to join the Gold Club. I will get a let's have a look. Membership arranged this afternoon. Oh, Jackie, it would be lovely. Do you know what? In the 2 years the club's been running, we did a Zoom just before Christmas. And I'm laughing because it was such fun. And I said, how do you fancy doing a Zoom? Just the Gold members. And so lots of people said yes, they would. When it came to it, I think I had about 45 join. So if you think there's over 500 members, I think only 45 brave souls decided to do the Zoom. And so many people joined, it was difficult. I couldn't have said hello to everybody. Somebody did sort of say to me afterwards, you didn't say hello, I think that's really rude. Can you imagine on a Zoom me saying, hello Sue, hello Linda, hello Julie, hello Jackie, hello Peter, hello, 40 times? No, it's not going to happen. So it's not rude, it's just that you don't, it would be rude to the other people, I think, to do that. So it's not always possible. But we had a pre-Christmas get-together on Zoom and it was absolutely fab. I can't remember if I made anything. I think I probably did. We always make something. We always have a bit of stitch along. I can't remember now. Oh, I know. We did stars. We made stars out of prairie points. With the button and the hangy loop, and that was really lovely because that was just before Christmas, so that was really appropriate. So let's see if there's Elaine says, hi Lizzie, it's a fab group. Carol says, good morning Lizzie, good morning. Loving the Gold group. Susan says, great friendly group, lots more than just patterns. That is true, Susan. So what else, if there's anybody else has said anything to me. Audrey says it's a great group, you'll love it, welcome. That's nice, isn't it? You're getting a welcome before you've even joined. I think that'd be marvellous. And like I say, Leslie says, glad I found you today, just off to join the group. Oh, that would be lovely to see you in there, Leslie. It is good fun. I know it's cost you money, it's £5. Do you know what, if we could go to Starbucks and get a coffee and a cake, it would be close to £7-8, I think. So £5 a month is actually terrific value. You don't have to make the patterns up. You can just be there for the inspiration, the chat, the Facebook lives, the celebrity guest, the little makes that we do as well, which are separate, apart from one, maybe two, are separate from my Making It Mondays. Okay, I try to do something different. It's not always possible, so I don't always have that time, but I try to do something different in the group, and I leave it in the group as well. Oh, Margaret says the Zoom was fun. Margaret, you were an absolute hoot. Margaret was the star of the whole thing. I thought she was awesome. And And it is really good fun, and like what you see is what you get. I don't ever pretend to be anything else than just me, and that's the same with all of my members. We all just muck in and have a good time. And actually, oftentimes one of the guests, sorry, I beg your pardon, one of the Facebook Lives will be one of the members. Our lovely Jackie Thomas, she did a Facebook Live in the group not so long ago. It was in January. So we've had a lot of people doing Facebook Lives in there as their own guests. We've had Janet. Janet talked to us about, well, Janet talks to us about all sorts of things. She's really entertaining. I love her to bits. So she's done things about how to do, is it Jacob's Ladder? Patchwork. We talked about that. We've had Karen on there doing the scissor keeper that I had on Making It Monday. We've had Alison on there showing us how to do an easy flying geese block. We've had Jackie Thomas again. She did our tissue box cover, which I might do for Making It Monday because it's such a good make. And all credit will go to Jackie, not me. So I can't go through them all. There's tons, but people do love to do it, and I don't blame them. It's good fun, and you get good feedback. Makes you feel good about life. So there we are. I'm going to call it a day. Oh, here we are. What does this say? Giuseppina. I can't say that name. Giuseppina. You'll have to do that phonetically for me. That is such a beautiful name, and I kill it every time I try to say it. Becca says, you know I love watching you when I turn Pioneer Woman off her cooking channel. Becca and Giuseppina. I'm going to get that right one day. Hi Lizzie, great group. I'm new and still not had a chance to make anything yet, but getting lots of inspiration for when I'm ready. Absolutely. A lot of our ladies don't make things in that particular month or the month before, but it's not about that. It's about the community and being part of a gang, and everybody's so lovely to each other and very supportive. So yeah, and join in, and if you want. If you don't want to, don't matter. But clap from the sidelines, because we all like to do that and be part of the team. So there we are. I'm going to call it a day because I've been rabbiting for nearly an hour and I wasn't intending to do that. It's only supposed to be half an hour. So another quick update before I do go is that don't forget Making It Mondays tomorrow at 7 on this page on Lizzie Curtis. That's always where it is, at 7 p.m. on a Monday. Making It Monday, 7 p.m. Lizzie Curtis. The free pattern has been there since Friday. I pretty much always load the free patterns on a Friday. I spend Friday morning creating, making, writing and popping them onto the website. So they're there for you usually on a Friday. And so far I've had a couple of hundred downloads on that. So go and fill your boots, go and get the download. Making It Monday, it's the pouch, which is this one here. So we're going to be making this little pouch, not this one, another one. And I'm going to talk you through how to put it together. It's got a little boxy bottom, okay, I can show you that. It's got a little boxy bottom, and it's got the side opening there. And actually it means that it will stand. So if I just prop it, there we go, it will actually stand because it's got a little bit of a bottom on it. So it's great for your makeup brushes, your tools for your sewing, all that sort of thing. Loads of, you know what you're going to use it for if you want to make it. But that's the pouch we're making. It's called Slim Pouch, and we're going to be making that tomorrow at 7 on Lizzie Curtis, and that's free on my website lizziecurtis.com. Go to shop, get the download list. It's free patterns. Go in there, put it in your basket, put free in the coupon code at checkout, and you will get it for free. If you want to pay me and you think it's worth it, that's fine, but otherwise it's free. And then next weekend on Sunday I'm on Create and Craft at 9 o'clock and 11:15 maybe, but it's 9 o'clock. I got new fabric. It's awesome. You've already seen some of it secretly. You didn't know you'd seen it, but you have. And then I'm on Crafters TV the following Tuesday. So very busy weekend next weekend because my new workshops kick in next week, and we're going to start the month off with Delia, which is sold out. I've got space